It's always great to see my friend Burke Watts, General Manager with Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation. So good to see you. Now, winter, we're in the midst of winter. And what should I do, let's say, if I see cracks, in my basement wall? Like, let's say I just start noticing them.
Yeah, so, the thing about cracks in concrete, right, they're always going to be there. So the biggest thing to be looking for is, are those cracks changing, or do they go from being dry to all of a sudden they start to leak? If you see those things, then we know there's a real issue with it, something you need to monitor. So our biggest thing is don't just ignore them, right? So if you've got a crack in the wall that only maybe comes from the top so far down, take a Sharpie, mark it so that you know where it stopped at. So then if you see it continue to grow, then you know, okay, this is actively moving. Because all concrete's going to crack. The question is it from stress, right? From movement or anything like that? Or is it just a drying crack? Because as concrete dries, the moisture evaporates out of it and it'll crack sometimes.
So you're saying there's no such thing as perfect concrete. There's always going to be something.
Yes, all concrete's going to get hard, it's going to crack, and most likely nobody will ever steal it from you.
That's a good point right there. So if you're looking at that, the crack, let's say you put the little mark, should you put a date by it so you kind of, just so you know what time of year it was and how far it's grown since then?
Absolutely, or take out your phone, snap a picture of it, create a little folder. I suggest everybody on your phone, now that we all have smartphones, so at least 99.9% of us is take and create a folder on your phone called House, and just take pictures of all these things. Everything we talk about, your downspouts, your landscaping, keep a good record of it, and then that way you know what changes.
Can I just say, you must know me well, because I have a special folder.
There it is.
In my phone called My House.
There it is.
And that's the pictures, because I want to be on top of it.
Right. And then if you go to sell it and somebody asks a question, scroll, 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 I can tell you. That's
absolutely true. So we talked about the walls of the basement. Then let's move to the floor, because that's a whole different issue.
Totally different. So your basement floor is actually, it's a floating slab. It's actually not tied to the foundation, so it's made to move somewhat. So most floors are going to have cracks in them. The thing we tell people to be cautious about and to be looking at is, if cracks out in the middle of the floor or seams or anything start to show dampness, then that's a sign you've got hydrostatic pressure, water pressure building up. So if you don't have a sump pump in the basement or a drainage system, or even if you do, that's a sign that water is building, which can be an issue and something you definitely want to have checked.
So can Helitech help?
Absolutely. Those are the kind of things we want to come look at for you, and we'll give you advice. If it's not, something that you necessarily need work done for, then it's something we can point you in the direction of a how-to, or, lead you down a path of, hey, here's step one. Then we move on to step two down the road if needed. So
if somebody is in their basement today, tomorrow, next week, next month, they see the cracks, what's the best way to get in touch with you to get on top of that issue? Yeah, so number will be on the screen. So the best way to get a hold of us is call the number, or get a hold of us on our website at helitechonline.com. We have a live chat. Somebody will pop up. It's one of our employees, not a call center. It's an actual Helitech employee, and we'll be happy to help. Yeah, you got to stay on top of the problems all year long. Give Helitech a call. Thanks so much. Thank you. It's so true. They never told you as a kid, when you're a homeowner, there's so many things you have to worry about.
Exactly.
It's so true.
Exactly.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Foundation, windows, cracks,
and
trees
just
falling.
when you think you got it all done and something else leaks or pops up, you're like, oh no, how much is that going to cost?
It's never ending.
No.
It is, but if you stay on top of it with Helitech, they're there to help you, and if you can pinpoint that problem before it gets too bad.
Yes.
That's the whole thing, is you got to notice those cracks and make notes of it when you see them, until it's like, by the way, all new foundation, guys. All the way new. Yeah, goodness gracious.
Yes.
Give them a call. They know what to do. And be diligent walking around your house, especially in the springtime. See how things have adjusted from winter into spring. That's the time to do it, kind of when the seasons change.
Okay.
So it's just good information for you.
That makes sense.